Everything you've been taught about separation is an illusion. The idea that you are a single, isolated being moving through an indifferent universe is nothing more than a trick of perception. Beneath the surface of what you see and touch, there is a hidden web, a field of energy that binds everything together, from the smallest particles to the grandest galaxies. And within this invisible field, your thoughts, emotions, and even your destiny are woven into the fabric of existence itself. Science has glimpsed this truth, though few fully comprehend its significance. You are not merely a passive observer of reality. You are a force within it, influencing and being influenced in ways you may have never imagined. And once you begin to see the deeper connection, your understanding of what is possible will change forever. Imagine standing at the edge of a still lake. You toss a single pebble into the water, and ripples spread outward, touching everything in their path. Now imagine that these ripples do not stop at the water's edge, but continue, unseen, moving through the air, through space, through time itself. This is not just metaphorical, it is the essence of how reality operates at the quantum level. In the mysterious world of quantum physics, a phenomenon known as entanglement defies everything we assume about time and space. Two particles, once connected, remain intertwined no matter how far apart they travel. A change in one is instantly reflected in the other, across any distance, without a physical link. Scientists have confirmed this through experiment after experiment. And yet, the most profound implication of this discovery is often overlooked. If everything in the universe is made of energy, and energy is entangled, then your own consciousness must be part of this vast, interconnected web. Your thoughts are not confined to your mind. They generate waves, frequencies that interact with the field of energy around you. Research has revealed that even the human heart emits a powerful electromagnetic field, one that extends beyond the body and influences the environment in ways science is only beginning to understand. This means that your emotions, your intentions, and your very awareness send signals that shape the world around you. But where do these signals go? What force responds to them? The answer lies in the nature of reality itself. In the early 20th century, scientists performed an experiment so strange that it rewrote the rules of physics. The double-slit experiment showed that light behaves as both a particle and a wave. But the shocking part was that this behavior changed depending on whether or not it was being observed. The act of consciousness alone influenced the outcome. This discovery shattered everything we assumed about existence. If observation alters matter, then consciousness is not separate from the universe, it is a fundamental part of it. This means that your thoughts, your focus, and your intentions are not passive, they are active forces shaping the reality you experience. And yet, most people drift through life unaware of this power. They believe their thoughts are private, contained within their own minds, but the truth is, your subconscious is like an antenna, constantly sending and receiving information from the greater field of existence. Every emotion, every intention, every deeply held belief radiates outward, influencing the unseen forces that weave through all things. This is why some people seem to attract opportunities effortlessly, while others remain trapped in cycles of struggle. It is not luck, it is alignment. The universe does not respond to what you wish for. It responds to what you are tuned into. Your thoughts are currents in a vast ocean of energy, and the frequency you hold determines the experiences you draw into your life. So the question is no longer whether you are connected to the universe. The question is, what are you creating within it? Because once you understand that your mind is not separate from reality but a force shaping it, you will never look at the world the same way again. Most of what influences your life isn't happening at the surface. The thoughts you think, the choices you make, and the reality you experience are all being shaped by something far deeper, something hidden beneath your conscious awareness. Science has already confirmed what ancient spiritual traditions have long suggested. You are not just a physical being navigating a material world. You are an energetic presence, constantly interacting with an invisible field that connects all things. What's even more astonishing is that this interaction isn't something you control entirely with your conscious mind. In fact, most of it happens without you even realizing it. Studies from the HeartMath Institute have shown that the human heart emits a powerful electromagnetic field, one that extends beyond the body, merging with the surrounding environment. This field is more than just a biological function. It's a carrier of information, a frequency that transmits your emotional state into the world around you. But who is truly responsible for this transmission? Your subconscious mind. The subconscious is like a radio tower, constantly receiving and broadcasting energy based on the programs it has stored over a lifetime. If those programs are filled with fear, scarcity, and limitation, then that is the frequency your field will emit. And just like a magnet, it will attract circumstances, people, and experiences that match that vibration. But if you can rewrite these hidden programs, you can shift your frequency, and in doing so, change the course of your life. Have you ever noticed how, when you're stuck in a negative emotional state, everything around you seems to go wrong? Or how, when you feel inspired and uplifted, opportunities seem to appear effortlessly? This is not a coincidence. It is the direct result of your vibrational state, shaped by the subconscious beliefs you carry. If your subconscious has the power to send and receive signals that shape your external world, why do so many people struggle to change their reality? The answer lies in the way we have been conditioned since birth. From the moment we enter the world, we are programmed by the beliefs of those around us. Society tells us that reality is fixed, that success comes only through struggle, and that our power is limited to what we can see and measure. These ideas, reinforced through repetition, sink deep into the subconscious, where they continue shaping our lives long after we've outgrown them. Dr. Bruce Lipton, a leading biologist in the field of epigenetics, discovered that 95% of our daily actions are driven not by conscious thought, but by subconscious programming. And most of this programming is formed within the first 7 years of life, a time when our brain operates in a highly receptive, almost hypnotic state. During these early years, we absorb not only language and behavior, but also the unspoken rules of reality. If we are taught that love is conditional, that wealth is unattainable, or that success belongs to others, these beliefs become deeply embedded, shaping the way we experience the world. Even if as an adult you consciously reject these ideas, your subconscious may still be running them in the background, like an outdated operating system dictating your responses. This is why so many people set goals but never reach them. It's why financial success slips away, why relationships repeat the same painful patterns, and why personal growth can feel like an uphill battle. Your subconscious mind is like a locked vault, holding the key to your energetic frequency, and until you change the beliefs stored within it, your external reality will continue reflecting the same patterns. But what if reality isn't as rigid as we were taught? What if beneath the surface, everything remains fluid, waiting to be shaped by intention? Quantum physics has revealed something extraordinary, something that challenges everything we thought we knew about the nature of existence. Scientists have discovered that when two particles become entangled, they remain connected no matter how far apart they are. A change in one is instantly reflected in the other, as if they share the same consciousness. This connection defies the limitations of time and space, hinting at a deeper, hidden intelligence within the fabric of the universe. And if particles can remain entangled, if they can communicate across infinite distances, then what does that say about the nature of your mind, your thoughts, your emotions, your very essence? All of it is composed of energy, just like these particles. You are not separate from the universe. You are entangled within it. Your consciousness is not an isolated event inside your brain. It is part of a vast, interconnected field, and this field responds to you. Not to your wishes, not to your fleeting desires, but to your deepest, most consistent vibrations. This is why change does not begin with action alone. It begins with transformation at the subconscious level. To shift your reality, you must shift the signals you are sending out. And just like a computer can be updated with new software, the subconscious can be rewritten with new beliefs, beliefs that align with the reality you want to create. So the real question is not whether you are connected to the universe. The real question is, what are you choosing to transmit? Because the universe is always listening. And the reality you experience is nothing more than the reflection of the frequency you hold. What if your thoughts were not confined to your brain? What if every intention, every emotion, and every belief you hold was not just a fleeting moment in your mind, but a force that ripples through the very fabric of reality? Science is beginning to confirm what mystics and sages have long understood. Consciousness is not just an abstract concept. It may be a quantum phenomenon, intricately linked to the deepest levels of existence. Studies by physicist Roger Penrose and anesthesiologist Stuart Hameroff suggest that consciousness could emerge from quantum activity within the microtubules of brain cells. If this is true, then your mind itself operates within the same entangled web that connects all things in the universe. This means your thoughts do not simply stay inside you. They resonate, extend, and interact with the unseen forces around you. Have you ever felt an inexplicable sense of impending danger, only to see your intuition proven right? Or thought intensely about someone and moments later they called or texted you? These are not coincidences. This is the effect of quantum interconnectedness, an unseen current that links your mind to the external world, allowing your energy to shape events before they unfold. Subatomic particles have been observed to communicate instantly, regardless of distance, bound by a mysterious force that transcends time and space. But what happens when your own mind aligns with this field of interconnection? Something remarkable begins to take place. Your thoughts and emotions no longer operate in isolation. They become transmissions, broadcasting frequencies that influence what unfolds in your life. When you are in alignment, you begin to notice opportunities appearing effortlessly, the right people crossing your path, and ideas flowing as if they were being handed to you by the universe itself. Your creativity, your intuition, and your sense of purpose expand because you are no longer working against the current, you are moving with it. Neuroscientist Dr. Joe Dispenza explains that every thought creates a chemical reaction in the brain, triggering an emotional response. That emotion, in turn, reinforces the thought, forming a loop that programs your subconscious. If this loop is built on fear, scarcity, or doubt, then your body vibrates at that frequency, influencing your decisions, your behaviors, and ultimately what you attract into your life. But if the loop is one of abundance, confidence, and gratitude, then your energetic signature shifts and the universe responds. You may consciously desire success, but if your subconscious is wired to believe that success is rare, that wealth is only for the lucky, or that happiness comes with sacrifice, then no matter how hard you try, you will feel an invisible resistance, not because the world is against you, but because your subconscious is out of sync with what you are asking for. The key is not just to wish for a different reality. It is to vibrate at the frequency of the reality you seek. To shift your vibration, you must reprogram the subconscious, and this does not happen through force or struggle. It happens through alignment. One of the most powerful ways to do this is through meditation and visualization. When you enter a meditative state, your brainwaves slow down, shifting into the theta and delta frequencies, the same frequencies that control deep subconscious programming. It is in this state that transformation becomes possible. By visualizing your goals as if they have already been achieved, you send a clear and powerful signal to your subconscious. This is real. The mind does not differentiate between imagination and reality. It only responds to what is repeatedly impressed upon it. Affirmations act as reinforcement, like commands given to the subconscious. When you repeat phrases such as, "I am worthy of abundance," or "My energy attracts incredible experiences," you are writing the script that has been running beneath the surface. The more emotion you attach to these affirmations, the stronger the signal you send into the field of reality. Gratitude and love are among the highest frequencies you can emit. They expand your energy field, making it easier to connect with the natural flow of the universe. When you practice deep breathing and immerse yourself in these emotions, you create a resonance that aligns with harmony, abundance, and expansion. But for many, limiting beliefs are deeply ingrained, built from past experiences and stored in the subconscious like old software. Techniques like EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique, and NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming, work to dissolve these blocks, clearing the energetic pathways that have kept you trapped in repetitive cycles. The more consistently you apply these practices, the more your thoughts and emotions synchronize with the natural intelligence of the universe. And when that happens, the world around you begins to shift. Not because of luck, not because of chance, but because you are finally broadcasting a new signal. This is the hidden secret behind manifestation. It is not about forcing reality to change. It is about becoming the frequency of the reality you wish to experience. Because the universe is not responding to what you say you want, it is responding to who you are. Something profound happens when you begin to align your mind with the deeper truths of quantum entanglement. Your perception of reality shifts. The world no longer appears as a collection of random events. Instead, you begin to see the hidden threads of intelligence connecting everything. You start to recognize that life isn't just happening to you. The universe is like a mirror, reflecting the vibration you emit. When your subconscious is aligned with thoughts of abundance, well-being, and confidence, that energy ripples outward and returns in the form of opportunities, synchronicities, and seemingly impossible coincidences. But these events aren't random. They are the quantum field responding to your energetic transmissions. Many who experience this awakening describe a strikingly similar pattern of transformation. Synchronicities begin to multiply. Events and encounters fall into place effortlessly, as if the universe itself is conspiring in your favor. You think of a solution and it appears. You desire an opportunity and it arrives at the perfect moment. Fear and anxiety lose their grip because your mind is no longer bound by the illusion of separation or chaos. Instead, you feel a quiet, undeniable knowing. Everything is connected and everything is flowing exactly as it should. And as your internal frequency changes, so does your external reality. People, places, and circumstances begin to shift. Some relationships naturally drift away, making space for new connections that resonate with your elevated energy. Even challenges take on a different meaning. Obstacles don't disappear, but your perception of them transforms. Instead of seeing them as setbacks, you recognize them as stepping stones, necessary refinements shaping your path. But here is where many people falter. There is a hidden challenge that tests every individual who embarks on this path: the dance between faith and doubt. When you raise your frequency and start manifesting a new reality, the universe doesn't just hand it to you instantly. It asks for confirmation, and it does this through tests. These tests come disguised as obstacles, setbacks, or moments that seem to contradict the very reality you're trying to create. This is where most people give up. They mistake these tests as signs that their efforts aren't working, when in fact, they are proof that the transformation process is unfolding. Imagine you decide to attract more prosperity into your life. You begin shifting your mindset around abundance, aligning your energy with wealth and success. And for a while, everything seems to be flowing, until suddenly an unexpected financial challenge arises, a bill you weren't expecting, a setback that seems to contradict the abundance you were cultivating. This is the pivotal moment. Most people react with frustration, slipping back into the old frequency of scarcity. They let fear take hold, and in doing so, they send a signal to the universe that they haven't truly changed. But those who understand the deeper nature of reality see it differently. They recognize that this is not a failure, it's a test, a confirmation process. The universe is asking, are you truly aligned with this new frequency, or will you revert to the old patterns when pressure arises? If you hold your ground, if you remain in the vibration of abundance despite the challenge, the universe registers that you are ready. Your new frequency solidifies, and soon after, the external shifts begin to unfold. This applies to every aspect of life. If you want to attract a healthier relationship, don't be surprised if old wounds resurface, testing whether you will react from your past conditioning or from your newfound self-worth. If you are manifesting greater career success, you may initially encounter difficulties, a demanding client, a delayed opportunity, just to see if you will persist. If you are building confidence, you might face unexpected criticism. But this isn't meant to break you, it's meant to confirm that you no longer rely on external validation. The universe does not challenge you to discourage you. It challenges you to refine you. Once you understand this, everything changes. Challenges no longer make you doubt the process. They become markers of progress. They indicate that the transformation is real and that your new reality is taking shape. And here is where the real secret lies. The universe does not respond to what you simply want. It responds to what you are. You may desire wealth, but if you feel anxiety when thinking about money, that emotional state sends out a frequency of scarcity, and the universe reflects that back. But if you desire wealth and embody the feeling of abundance before it manifests physically, your frequency shifts, and reality responds accordingly. Dr. Joe Dispenza explains that manifestation isn't just about thinking, it's about feeling. The key is to step into the emotional state of what you wish to experience even before it appears in the physical world. Because when your energy aligns with the reality you seek, the universe has no choice but to bring it to you. When you enter a state of alignment, something remarkable begins to happen. Your subconscious starts accepting a new reality, not as a distant dream, but as truth. Your energy shifts, and the world around you follows. Everything you want to change in your life begins with one simple, yet powerful principle. Your internal frequency must match the reality you want to create. But how do you shift this frequency? How do you break free from the old patterns that have kept you stuck in cycles of scarcity, doubt, or limitation? 3 practical steps to shift your frequency. Step 1. Observe and reprogram your thoughts. Your current reality is the result of your dominant mental patterns. Every thought sends a signal into the quantum field, reinforcing the reality you experience. If you constantly focus on struggle, your subconscious will ensure you find struggle. If you dwell on fear, fear will find you. Start by becoming aware of your automatic thoughts. Are they aligned with the future you desire? If not, interrupt the pattern. Replace thoughts of lack with thoughts of abundance. Replace worry with trust. Your mind is a transmitter, and you decide what it broadcasts. Step 2. Embody the emotional state of your desired reality. It's not enough to say positive affirmations. You must feel as though you are already living the life you desire. Quantum physics tells us that reality responds to frequency, not just words. If you want to attract abundance, you must generate the emotions of abundance before it physically arrives. Visualization is a powerful tool for this. Close your eyes and step into the experience of your ideal reality. See it, feel it, hear it. The more vivid and emotionally charged your vision, the stronger the energetic imprint you create. Your subconscious does not distinguish between imagination and reality. It responds to what you repeatedly experience emotionally. Step 3. Align your actions with your new frequency. Your external actions must reinforce your internal shift. If you desire abundance but act from a place of fear, hesitating to invest, clinging to scarcity, or doubting your worth, then your subconscious is still wired to scarcity. Your actions reveal what you truly believe. Act as if your desired reality is already unfolding. Make choices from a place of trust, not fear. This doesn't mean reckless decisions. It means aligning your behavior with the energy of the life you are stepping into. The science behind ancient spiritual teachings. For centuries, spiritual traditions have spoken of a universal force that connects all things. They called it prana, chi, the Akashic field, an invisible current that flows through everything. But now, quantum physics is beginning to validate these ancient insights. Renowned physicist Dr. David Bohm proposed the holographic universe theory, suggesting that our reality is not isolated, but a projection from a much larger interconnected field of information. Erwin Schrödinger, one of the fathers of quantum mechanics, once said, "The mind and the world are one." This means that your consciousness is not separate from reality, it is a fundamental force shaping it. Think about those moments when you feel an instant connection with someone you've never met, as if you've known them before. What if that familiarity isn't random? What if it's the result of quantum entanglement at a consciousness level, a lingering connection between souls that transcends time and space? Scientists have proven that subatomic particles, once entangled, remain connected regardless of distance. If one particle changes, the other responds instantly. If this principle applies to fundamental particles, why wouldn't it apply to human consciousness? This could explain why you can feel a loved one's emotions even when they're miles away. You think of someone intensely, and they suddenly reach out to you. Certain relationships feel destined, as if two energies were meant to realign. Even the idea of soulmates can be understood through this lens, not as a mystical fantasy, but as two consciousnesses once entangled, continuing to vibrate in resonance despite physical separation. The biggest obstacle to manifestation. Many people attempt to change their lives only at the surface level. They repeat affirmations, set goals, and try to think differently, but deep down they still feel fear, doubt, or scarcity. This creates a vibrational conflict. You may say you believe in abundance, but if you feel anxious about money, your dominant frequency is still scarcity. You may declare self-love, but if you still feel unworthy, your energy contradicts your words. Ask yourself, what do I truly feel about what I want to manifest? If you feel resistance, it means there is subconscious programming working against you. But here's the truth. You do not attract what you merely think about. You attract what you embody. When your thoughts, emotions, and actions align, you become a magnet for the reality you desire. The universe is not separate from you, it is responding to you. Always. If you desire abundance, stop asking when it will come. Ask yourself instead, how would I feel if I already had it? What emotions would flow through you if you were already financially free? If you were already living your dream life? That feeling is the key. The most effective way to shift your vibration is to become the person you are striving to be. Confidence doesn't arrive first, you step into it. Success doesn't find you, you embody it. If you want to transform your life, you must give your subconscious proof that your new reality is already true, and the proof comes through your action. Walk with certainty, speak with intention, decide with the energy of someone who already has what they desire. Your subconscious only believes what you repeatedly show it. If you are ready to truly master this connection with the universe, to elevate your vibration and unlock your full energetic potential, I invite you to take the Quantum Thinking Challenge, a 21-day journey where you will reprogram your subconscious, shift your frequency, and awaken the manifesting power within you. Already, participants are experiencing incredible transformations, synchronicities, breakthroughs, and a life that finally flows in alignment. Are you ready to step into yours? Details are in the first pinned comment. The final key, absolute trust in the universe. Now that you understand the power of quantum entanglement, the influence of the subconscious, and how vibration shapes your reality, there's one last element, the one that separates those who struggle from those who manifest effortlessly. Complete surrender to the flow of the universe. This is where most people get stuck. You can align your thoughts, visualize your desires, and raise your frequency. But if you still hold on to doubt, if you still fear that things might not work out, you create resistance. And resistance blocks the flow. It may seem paradoxical, but here's how it works. The more desperately you want something, the more you send out the signal that you don't have it, and the universe mirrors that lack back to you. But when you trust, when you release the need to control how and when things happen, your reality shifts almost effortlessly. This is called vibrational certainty. It's the state where there is no doubt, no waiting, just the knowing that what you seek is already in motion. When you reach this state, manifestation is no longer a process. It becomes automatic. So how do you access this level of certainty? Here are 4 keys to stepping into your manifesting power. Unshakable faith. Stop waiting for proof before you believe. You must believe first. Your energy must declare, it is already mine. When you vibrate at this level of certainty, reality has no choice but to catch up. Gratitude before manifestation. Gratitude is one of the most powerful energetic tools you have. When you feel genuine gratitude, as if you have already received what you desire, the universe responds by bringing it into form. Detachment from outcome. Desire, align, and then let go. Trust that the universe knows the fastest, most aligned way to deliver what is meant for you. When you stop chasing, what you seek begins to flow toward you. Act as if it's already done. If your dream had already come true, how would you carry yourself? How would you think, speak, move? Start being that person today. The universe doesn't respond to your wishes, It responds to your certainty. And when you step into that certainty, when you hold no resistance, no fear, no doubt, everything shifts. The doors open, the opportunities appear. The path unfolds before you effortlessly. Because you are no longer searching for power outside of yourself. You have awakened to the truth. The power has always been within you. If this message resonated with you, drop a comment below. I am ready to awaken my true power. And if you want more content like this, subscribe and turn on notifications, because your transformation is only just beginning.